Still searching for a gift for that hard-to-buy loved one? Well, your search is over. Woke Up This Morning, the definitive oral history of The Sopranos by Steve Schirripa and Michael Imperioli is a must this holiday season. I caught up with Schirripa recently for more on the book and his passion for the Knicks. Steve, obviously you know how dedicated the Soprano fan is. They watched the show religiously when it was on the air. They've gone back and watched it episode by episode a few times. They love to debate the ending. What is the hardcore Sopranos fan going to find out about its cast and the show by reading Woke Up This Morning?
Well, listen, I mean, we interviewed 67 cast members, writers, directors, the man himself, David Chase. Most of them told us their journey, how they got there. I mean, we talked to the casting directors, the sound man, the guy that puts all the music together. I mean, it's fascinating because a lot of the stuff I didn't know when I was there, we tell stories about behind the scenes stuff, a lot of the auditions, Uncle Junior was Dominic Chianese was 68 years old. He was living in a studio apartment above an Italian restaurant, sleeping in a lazy boy. No money, dead busted. He gets to Soprano, his life changes. Tony Sirico, 55 years old. He's living and sleeping on his mother's cot in Brooklyn. The only person that was well known was Lorraine Bracco. Everybody else was struggling actors, some completely unknowns like myself. This was a once in a lifetime, really like a family. 10 years. You're together that long. You go through marriages and divorces and have kids and, unfortunately, people pass away, and so there was a bond there, whether David Chase knew it consciously or subconsciously. We all kind of came from the same place. Blue collar, mostly back east, New Jersey, New Rochelle, Mount Vernon, Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island. No Hollywood people there. And David wanted Italian Americans. Not everyone was, but was the casting director, George A. Walker Schiller Jaffe. That was his big thing. I want Italian Americans in these roles, So, I don't know, man. It was really something that's not going to happen again.
No doubt about that. And that's one of the reasons what leads me to my next question. The final episode aired more than 14 years ago. So why do The Sopranos still resonate with so many television viewers?
I tell you what, it's more people are watching it now than watched it then. Not that many people had HBO relatively. Now with streaming, it's literally all over the world. And we know that from our podcast because we have listeners from Saudi Arabia to Australia, literally all over the world. I think the show is so smart. The writing was so good that it holds up every bit today as it did years ago, except for the phones and maybe the cars, the computers. It's like it was written yesterday. A lot of younger people have found the show. Kids in their teens, their 20s. They were too young to watch it the first time around. They're watching it now. I think because it's just really good. It's really good stuff. It's funny. It's tragic. It's about a family. Yes, it's a mob family, but it's really about a family. And I think people could see that. This is something that's just great, man.
All right, let's switch gears to the Knicks. You've been a longtime Knicks fan, a mainstay at the Garden. Let's go back to the beginning of the season. What were your emotions and the emotions of the fans around you when you were finally back at Madison Square Garden and it was filled to capacity for a Knicks game for the first time since March of 2020?
Yeah, everyone's really happy. The first game I had gone to, we were a few in, and it was, we're up in the suite upstairs, and it's like, everybody, haven't seen people in a year and a half, 2 years, and everybody's hugging and shaking hands, and everybody's happy to be there watching the Knicks, or just happy to be out again, man. I had gone earlier to an Eagles concert. It was the same vibe. People are just happy to be out, and and the Knicks are competitive, so that certainly helps because I've been there. I'm way older than you. I've been there the whole way. And people were just sincerely happy. And Jim Dolan was happy. I know Jim Dolan takes a lot of heat. I'm a big Jim Dolan fan because he wants to win more than anyone. And people go, no, I don't care. Yes, he does care.
The book is Woke Up This Morning. The podcast with Michael Imperioli is Talking Sopranos. And, of course, you can catch Steve Schirripa on Friday nights on CBS on Blue Bloods. Steve, we really enjoyed talking to you. Thanks for taking the time here and joining us on SNY.
Good talking to you, buddy. Take care.